hit a place in my life where God was the only person that could save me.
So you lost your son. He was 3 years old. Yeah, if you don't mind me asking, how'd you lose? What happened?
As a father, I'm supposed to protect my children. Like I couldn't protect him. Everything that's happened to me with my son, it's given me a new outlook on life.
You hear those stories of burn the boats. There was old wars, and you talk.
Yeah.
They hear like they went and they burned the boats because there's no going back.
There is no going back. There is no plan B in this.
Triumph from tragedy, the way I overcome the devil mad at me. Farmer like faith, had to plant the seed. Now I work hard, we never take it for granted. We live into a standard, pass it down until it's mastered. I made it from a pallet to a palace and a castle. You can do it too, it's not too much for you to handle. It's that motivation, it's that fire.
What's going on, everybody? So on today's show, we have none other than Mathew Hawkins with Forged in Faith. What's up, bro?
How you doing, man?
You know, there's something that I tell people. I don't know if I learned this from someone or if I made it up. I have no idea. There's nothing new under the sun. But it goes like this: is your testimony is someone else's victory.
Yeah.
And so there's so many people that don't want to tell what's going on in their lives or what we've went through because they're embarrassed, ashamed, whatever. But like, there's also that person that needs to hear the story to say, if they can get through it, if they can do it, so can I, you know? And so I live by that. So like for a while, I wasn't telling anybody what was going on. And now I'm like, I kind of bragged. I only went to the 8th grade and stuff now.
Yeah.
For a while there, I'm like, yeah, I got a college degree. Yeah. But man, I'm glad to have you on the show.
Appreciate it. Appreciate
this
you
is kind
having
of,
me.
you know, kind of spur of the moment type thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, I met you a few weeks ago at the gym, and, you know, you got a fitness line, a fitness apparel line, or an apparel line. We can call it whatever we want.
Yeah, correct.
It's all of it now.
That's it. That's it.
You know what I mean? We're on this journey, but I'm glad you came on, bro. And I want to learn a little bit about you, you know?
Appreciate you having me, man.
Yeah.
A little spur of the moment, you know, but some of the best things happen spur of the moment. So
Yeah. So Forged in Faith.
Correct.
Is the name of your company, the name of your apparel line.
Yep.
Where does that come from, bro?
It comes from, you know, just my testimony, to be honest. July 4th, 2021, my wife and I lost our 3-year-old son. And it sent me to a extremely dark place. And, you know, I feel like, you know, God walked with me through that valley and that pit and pulled me out and built me and forged me to go back in and get more people, right? So it's funny, I was just talking to my wife last night about it. Like, she's always telling me, like, you can't save everybody. I was like, well, I'm gonna die trying then.
Yeah.
Like, I'll die trying. So, but yeah, that's kind of where Forged in Faith comes to. Like, I hit a place in my life where God was the only person that could save me. And
it's good.
Yeah, I just.
So you lost your son. He was 3 years old. Yeah. If you don't mind me asking, how'd you lose? What happened? And you don't have to go to full details, but you know.
Yeah. So 4th of July, we were at a family, you know, 4th of July, we're all hanging out. And we were done in the pool and everybody came inside, and I don't know if he, you know, snuck by somebody or whatever outside, and the pool was fenced. There's no rips or cuts or anything like that, but yeah, we suspect still that he climbed the fence and slipped in the pool or however it happened, and you know, that's just kind of what it is. So
and so that was 4 years ago.
Yeah, 2021.
That's terrible, man. I can't even imagine. Like, no one can imagine unless you've been through it. Like, you know what I mean? There's nothing to say. I'm sure everybody throughout the years have always said all these different things and to try to make you feel better. But you that's something that's a work in you. We started talking about it a little bit, and I was like, we got like someone needs to hear this, because there's a lot of people out there, like, whether you're doing good in life or bad in life or mediocre life, whatever that looks like, but there's stuff that happens to us, and sometimes it's hard to get through it,
Extremely.
And a lot of people, people commit suicide when this kind of stuff happens, or they never forgive themselves, or divorces happen.
Yeah.
The spouse blames the other spouse. And, how'd you guys get through that? Like, because that's a dark time, and it's not like a dark time, like intentionally, but it becomes that way.
Yeah.
Like, how did you get through that?
Her name is Lisa Davis, which is my counselor. So, me and my wife went to counseling together and individually. And she, really, really, really strong Christian, and she just told us to make sure we lean into each other and not away from each other. And, having that space to where my wife can see me in a vulnerable state and vice versa, just kind of helped us lean more towards each other instead of going away from each other. My wife went looking for answers in the Bible, and I ran the opposite direction. I'm angry. Why? Right? Like,
yeah.
And, my wife came to me one day and she was like, it doesn't matter why. Because the only person that understands and knows why is God. And by the time we get to go ask him, it doesn't matter, because we're with him again. Yeah. We're with our son again. So it really doesn't matter why. And then that kind of really resonated with me. So at that point, kind of just started shifting my mental status to, okay, right, everybody's here for a reason, for like God sends us on a mission, and, he happened to fulfill his mission before I would like to, have obviously raised him longer and, been with him the rest of my life.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. What's cool is, like, I mean, this whole thing is, it's not cool, but when I say, I'm not trying to be disrespectful at all.
Of course, yeah.
But like the fact that, like, you're super pissed, you're angry, you're mad at the world, you probably wanted to kill yourself, I'm going to assume so. And your wife found faith in God. And eventually you listen to her. Like, I think what happens is, especially men, women too, is we pull ourselves away from everyone. I see it, especially in the church world, know, when people go through something, a hardship, it's like they pull themselves away from everyone around them.
Isolate.
Yeah, you isolate yourself, and it's actually worse. Yeah. You know what I mean? And if you're going through a tragic accident or divorce or about to, like, all these different things that happen, money problems. Yeah. Like, freaking don't pull yourself away. Like, go to your friends, ask for help. Maybe they can't all help you the way you need it. Yeah. But just, like, spend time with people, because, like, I mean, did you really, like, isolate yourself where you're just, like, alone, and, like, or, like, were you trying to make it, like, not be alone, or how did that look? Because people are going through this everywhere, bro, and it's like everyone I've ever seen just isolates themselves.
So I have a really big family, a big Italian family, and nice. I can't isolate myself to save my life.
They won't let you.
No, my mom still yells at me when she comes over. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah. But I found myself, I would isolate myself at work when I would be out of that situation. I would isolate myself. I would find myself going into situations, purposely putting myself into situations where I can isolate, because I couldn't. Everybody shows up in my family. So I had, 100-something people here. As soon as I told everybody what happened, it was like, boom.
From all, like, you're talking from all over the country,
from San Diego to, Georgia, to everyone, right? So between my side of the family, my wife's side of the family. So it's like, but even in a room full of people, I felt alone, right? Because unfortunately, none of them have gone through what I've gone through.
Yeah, they're not feeling what you're feeling.
Right? And it's like, you know, it's hard to know what to say in any situation of, you know, tragedy like that, right? Especially in situations that you've never been in and you try to sympathize, but it's like in that moment, what you're saying doesn't really help. So, but yeah, and I really, you know, as a father, like I started fighting these demons, and my whole life I've been fighting battles in my head by myself, and you know, and I told my counselor when I went there, she was like, "What do you want from this?" Like, and I said, "I want to feel it," because my whole life I would check boxes. A relative would pass away, or you know, something like that. Like I would go through my boxes, check them all. Okay, here we go. Shove it down. Just keep shoving everything down, and not dealing with it. So, because it was easier for me to box it up and isolate that emotion than it was to really feel it, and I didn't want to do that with my son. So I couldn't allow myself to do it. So that being said, I, you know, was fighting a lot and did some EMDR and
what's EMDR?
It's
Emotional something or something?
Yeah, it's like like electric movement.
Oh.
Desensitization. I don't know how to say it, but it's like it desensitizes the situation. So I pretty much had two little buzzers in my hand. They would just vibrate. It wasn't like a shock or anything like that. And it would pulsate, and I could raise the intensity and the level of pulse rate however I felt comfortable. And then I would literally have to read, like if I was sitting in this chair watching a movie of what happened, and I would have to replay it while these would go off. And then she would stop me. What did you notice? I noticed that the grass was green. Okay, focus on that. And then I would have to pick up where I left off, and I would do that over and over and over and over again. Because
I may have to go to counseling.
But I was getting flashbacks. Like I would be driving, and then.
So you were envisioning what happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like we would be on the freeway going to California or something like that, and like it would be like if I wasn't driving. Like,
oh wow, you're just zoned out.
I was zoned out, like
somewhere else. Boom.
Somewhere else immediately, like in an instant. Wasn't gradual or nothing. It was just here it is, right? And like for the longest time, it was the image of, you know, him in that hospital, right? Like the last time I saw him. So, yeah, I mean, fought everything, did everything like that, and then I started losing fast and self-destructing. And then August 2023, I stood in front of my safe. Then I had a gun in my hand, loaded, ready to go, and I just stared at my safe for what felt like an eternity. Yeah. Probably, I would imagine, maybe a minute or two, a couple of minutes. But
when you say you were self-destructing, like what was, like, how'd that look?
I was,
if you don't mind,
just self-destructing as in like I was being extremely difficult at work,
just
like
a jerk, an asshole, all
asshole,
of it. Because your emotions are high. Yeah.
And I was just like I didn't care.
But you're like, I don't care if you're my best friend, my uncle, my cousin. F you.
That's it.
You don't know what I'm feeling.
That's
F
it.
you.
That's it.
Yeah.
1000%. So it's like, you know, and nobody knew what happened in the safe. Like nobody knew what happened in my garage that night. Like my wife didn't even know until, you know, maybe like a few, you know, months ago.
So you're in your garage. You're at your safe.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get a gun? What happened?
Yeah.
So you got a gun?
Yep. And I just held it. And
you're about to shoot yourself?
I just held it in my hand, and I just like I started replaying all these things, like, and I'm a bad dad, right? Like I'm a burden. Like everybody's trying to make sure that I'm okay, right? Like, you know, like as a father, I'm supposed to protect my children. I didn't protect him. Like I couldn't protect him, right? And it didn't hit me until after, like a while after, to where I realized that was God's plan for him before he even came into existence, right? And but yeah, just going through a bunch of things, like, if I am just not here anymore, then people don't have to worry about me, right? But how selfish of that is me, because my wife, my son, his brother, my other son, right? And then now my daughter. Like, if I would have done that, my daughter would have never been born.
Yeah.
And so, and then if I did go through with that, I was never going to go see my son in heaven anyway.
No, you're going to hell.
So
yeah.
So as soon as that thought crossed my mind, I unloaded my gun.
Wow.
I put it back in my safe. Like, something inside of me said, if you do this, you'll never see him again.
Yeah. Well, that's God. God was doing a work in you.
Yeah. And that was it. And I put it back in my safe and shut it, and then walked inside, pulled myself together, walked inside.
Nobody knew.
Nobody knew. It was a moment with me, the safe, and God.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's I think that's what's what's good, and is you're obviously everybody is praying for you.
Yeah.
Because if they weren't, you'd have did it.
1000%.
Everybody was loving on you. You have I don't never met your wife, but I'm sure you have a great wife.
Amazing.
She put up with your crap.
Yeah.
She's probably put up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like mine does too. She puts up with my crap, right?
Yeah.
But
November this year will be 10 years.
yeah, but I can't imagine going through that. Like that's that's a whole nother level of person, because you're all the emotions.
Mm-hmm.
How old are your children, if you don't mind me asking?
So my oldest, he would have been 8 this year. His little brother just turned 5.
Okay.
And then my daughter will be 1 on the 18th of
God
August.
is so good.
So yes, he is.
Redemption, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
And so we're here, we're talking, and guys, he's kind of embarrassed because he's like, I'm not dressed up. And we're talking. I was like, let's just do the podcast right now, because he came over to the office. And thank you for doing it, though, for us, because I know everybody wants to be dressed up to do everything.
Nah, this is how I dress 24/7.
Yeah, I mean, you're wearing your swag, so it doesn't matter. You know
that's
what I mean?
it.
You made everything you're wearing except the shoes. You may have made those, bro. Looks like you cut them up with the scissors.
Nope,
or something.
that's how they came. That's how they came.
I was just joking. And so, I mean, were you born and raised in Arizona, or were you?
No, I was born and raised in San Diego.
San Diego.
Yeah.
When did you move to Arizona?
2015.
2015.
Yep.
So you went to school San Diego.
Everything San Diego, everything, and then
I love San Diego, bro.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I don't like
visit.
LA. I mean, I like it all, but I don't like the politics. But San Diego's nice.
San Diego's beautiful. Yeah. I love it. It's a great place to visit.
Yeah.
Great place to visit.
Not to live there.
Not to live there.
Dude, we went to I have some cousins. They're Jewish. A lot of people don't like the Jews right now, but I'm part Jewish, bro.
Yeah.
So we went. So sometimes I go visit her and went to San Diego, but they have a really nice farmers market. They have like kind of like what's the area, like, is it like Little Italy or something?
Yeah.
Where's the ship at?
Like downtown?
Yeah.
Like on Harbor Drive?
Yeah. There's like a nice farmers market right there, bro. I love that one.
Yeah. It's like a farmers market street fair.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I love San Diego. Is nice, bro.
I'm telling you, bro.
Like, go visit for like 4 days and dip.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. When I moved out here, I was paying $850 for a room. When I was living there before I moved out here, I was paying $850 for a room and a bathroom. Then when I moved out here, I was paying $850 for a 4-bedroom house. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's crazy, right? Like, my wife and I started in a 500 square foot apartment with us 2 and a dog, and now we just built our house in Litchfield Park, 3,000 square feet.
Nice.
4-bedroom, 2-bath.
That's cool.
Built-in in-law suite. My in-laws live with me too, so it's cool.
Yeah.
Built-in babysitter.
What builders did you? What community is that?
Richmond American.
Okay, good builders. Yeah, they're good builders. Yeah.
So we're happy. So it's like,
what a blessing, bro.
Yeah.
From a little bedroom.
It's it.
To a 3,000 square foot house.
Yeah.
That's a big house, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. I gotta clean it. I gotta help the wife clean. I should say. She does all the.
As the kids get older, make them clean it.
Yeah, definitely.
Our kids they've been cleaning our house forever.
Yeah.
Make them do everything. I'm gonna pay for the stuff you're gonna clean.
There you go.
Well, actually, my wife's more like she's more in charge of that stuff.
That's it.
So then, like, at what point did you start Forged in Faith? Like, is it right after this happened? Right before? Like, was it already planted in you?
So right after everything happened in 2021, we went straight to counseling. Well, I didn't really want to go, but I definitely needed it. And then I stopped going. I thought I was good. Yeah, to counseling. I was good. I thought I was good. Wasn't really having a lot of flashbacks. Wasn't really having a lot of, intrusive thoughts or anything like that anymore. So I was good. Kind of stopped going. Everything happened in 2023. And then I went back to counseling. So I ended up taking 4 months off of work in FMLA. So in that 4 months, after everything happened, I took the last 4 months off of work, went back to counseling, did a bunch of work in counseling, and then I was due back to work that next year in 2024, and I was on my way home from counseling, and I called my buddy, and I was like, "Hey man, I think I want to start a clothing brand." And he was like, "What are we doing?" Cause he was like, "I don't know what it is, but we're doing it." And I was like, "All right, cool." So at that time, my counselor was like, "You need to go put all of your negative energy into something positive." Like, and I grew up playing baseball my whole life, but I was definitely out of shape for baseball, so that was not even on the question. So the next best thing was the gym membership. So I went to EOS, got a gym membership, fell in love absolutely with the gym. So, and that's kind of where it all started. Like if I can, so I was sitting in the gym and I was like, if I can create something that I started looking around, like, what if there's somebody in the gym like me that's going through something that either they had a plan to do what I was like, to stand in front of their safe, quote unquote, after this gym visit. Like, I'm gonna go to the gym, and then if I still feel this way, I'm gonna go do it, right? It's not even just about like suicide like that or anything. It's any sort of mental health. Like, people are in the gym for everything. So no one's gonna go up to you and be like, "Why are you here?" Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's hard to, to do that. So if I can create something that's built on, my testimony and, the testimony of the people, the core people around me that, they have strong testimonies as well. So if we can put something together as a team and build a platform, to start sharing our testimony, right? On our backs with clothes, maybe it might help somebody else. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Whether it's from across the gym, from across the mall, right? Because, like, yes, we're an activewear brand, right? But it's like... Is that what it's called, activewear? I don't even know. I'm learning, all this stuff. Yeah. So the activewear is like gym clothes? So it's like gym clothes, like kind of like this, like the just, t-shirt, gym clothes. We got a women's collection with spandex shorts, leggings, sports bras. I have to get some stuff for my wife. Yeah. And then, but yeah, so if we can wear something that you don't even have to talk to anybody or speak one word, but it can get you through something, or something might resonate, or spark a conversation. Yeah. Right? Like, "Hey man, I like your shirt." "Oh, cool. I appreciate it, man." And then build that conversation off of that. Right? Like, there's been so many times where God has put me in situations that I had no idea that I was going to help somebody or potentially save somebody, right? So, and I'm extremely humbled by that, and just whatever journey God has for me, like that's I'm in it, right? Yeah. So started the brand 2024. We did the fitness, the Culture Expo, in 2024.
Which is around this time last year.
Which is, yeah. So it was the day before my daughter was born. So thank you to the good Lord that I was on call that day with the wife downtown.
So the Culture Expo was the day before your daughter was born?
Yeah, the 17th. Wow.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that worked out.
Yep.
That worked out well.
Perfect. So, yeah, I bought it the week before the event. I told my buddy it was $550.
Oh, the booth.
The booth. I bought the booth. It was like $550. I spent the last $550 we had. You know, and I was like, let's do it. Like, what's the worst that happens? Yeah. Like, and it was probably one of the best decisions I ever did. Yeah. The connections and the network that I built from that, and the friendships and the bonds, like it's amazing. You know, this year, through 2024, it kind of went dormant a little bit. Okay. And I started getting this feeling of like why am I at my 9 to 5? Like I could be doing so much more than this. And I, you know, was praying and going to the gym and praying and going to the gym and would tell my wife, and it, you know, it's scary. Like where's your paycheck coming from?
That's
like,
scary, bro.
Right?
Being an entrepreneur,
especially with no sales, right? So like we haven't had any sales.
Yeah. So
it's like, you know, we had some investments, you know, that are doing pretty well. So, you know, that's kind of what we're doing right now. And but yeah, July.
So did you just quit your job?
So June.
Hold on, like 2 months ago?
June. So I went to the gym. I've been feeling this. I've been feeling this urge to like I'm wasting time, right? Like this whole everything that's happened to me with my son. It's giving me a new outlook on life.
A different fire.
It's a different like I don't care if this takes 2 weeks or 5 years, as long as I don't waste time. Because time is the only thing in this world that you cannot get back.
Can't get it back.
You can get more money, more cars.
You can buy time with people, but you're never gonna get it back.
You're never gonna get it back, right?
It's the greatest. It's the greatest currency you can ever have is time.
Mm-hmm. Right. And so that's what's important to me now is time, right? So I never want to waste time anymore, because that was the whole thing. Is I was working 12 hours a day, 5 days a week, a full day on Saturday.
And you couldn't do what you wanted to do.
And I couldn't do what I wanted to do. Or I'd have to ask time off to go do a pop-up or something like that, right? Like, or if it was on a Saturday, I was taking time away from my family to go try to build this.
Yeah.
So I just kept getting this urge, and my wife like finally signed off on it. And I think that was the final sign from God, is like, okay, I trust you. Right, because I was having this feeling of,
I'm listening.
No, you're good.
Math.
Yeah, I was having this feeling of, like God telling me, like, why don't you trust me? Like, jump. Like, why don't you trust me? So I was telling her that, and she was like, you know, it's scary. Like, I don't know what the paycheck looks like. Like, we still got bills. Like, I'm the only income in the house.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she stays home. She stayed home since our first was born.
So you quit your job. Listen to this, guys. This is an act of faith. You quit your job 2 months ago, month and a half ago, 1 month ago.
Yeah. So the end of.
You're the only income. So right now you have no income besides if you got to sell swag.
Yep.
Right. Activewear.
Yeah.
I love it, bro.
And my in-laws pay a little bit. They help us out, but
this is, you hear those stories of burn the boats, burn the ships.
Yep,
like
that's it.
There was old wars, and you talk. They hear like they went and they burned the boats because there's no going back.
There is no going back. There is no plan B in this.
This is where you learn who you are.
Yep.
Because there's no other option right now. If you went and try to get another job, it's not going to be the same.
Nope.
You can't go back to your old boss and be like, oh, I messed up. He's like, deuces, bro.
Yeah.
You know, so now you got to make it work.
That's it.
You know. And the only way to do is, one, put your faith in God. Yeah. Number two is start working.
Yeah, that's it.
There's nothing else.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
It's so scary. And
oh yeah, totally.
And I walked into EOS one day and I met one of my buddies, Anton. And you know, he's who I kind of, you know, lean on when I need, you know, my spiritual guidance.
Okay.
And he told me, he was like, God's not going to give you any more signs, man. Like, it's your time to go take it. Like God has already given you all the signs that you need. Like now is your time to go take it. I spent 45 minutes in the gym, didn't even work out, just talking to him. I went straight to the sauna. I prayed in the sauna. I got out of the sauna for 20 minutes. I text my wife, I'm putting my 2 weeks in. That simple. I felt good. And then God started solidifying my decision. As soon as I put my 2 weeks in, things would happen at work. That's why I put my 2 weeks in. That's why. Doors started opening, doors started closing, right? That were previously open. And it was honestly the best decision I've ever made. I've been able to spend, you know, it's a different level of stress now, right? But I've been able to spend more time with my family. You know, I've been able to accomplish more things in the business in the last 4.5 weeks than I have in a year and a half of owning the company. So you know, but yeah, June was my last day and we're not going back.
I love it, dude. I love it. Like
that's it.
It's you guys, if you're listening, it's to like do this on an act of faith without another income is huge. This says who you are. It says your belief. Bro, I think so. You're gonna be at the Culture Expo.
Yep.
If you're watching this, the Culture Expo might have already happened. But I think you're gonna probably sell like, I think you're gonna make 2 to 3 times the amount of your monthly income you were making. Yeah,
I mean, I hope so, right? So
I think you're gonna make $12,000.
Nah.
More?
Yeah.
Okay, then more. Yeah.
So right now we're building an ambassador program. We're gonna debut it at the expo. But if you watched this before, we are the official apparel sponsor for the Fitness Expo. It's August 9th at the Phoenix Convention Center. Make sure you buy your tickets. You do not want to miss it. Whitney Jones, she's going to be crowning Mr. and Miss Arizona Bodybuilder. You know, Henry at Fitness Junkies has the Battle of 300. Like, it's, you know, 100 plus vendors. And it's not just for, you know, fitness enthusiasts. Like,
what's the ambassador program?
So our ambassador program is called the Forged Collective. So it's not for everybody. It's for people that have an extremely strong testimony, that are willing to, you know, step on a platform and share their testimony and possibly save some more people. So that ambassador program is a tiered system. So as you increase, at first we try to build it off of like almost like maybe like a multi-level marketing type thing of like commission sales and stuff like that. But this isn't about money for me. Money helps grow this, but it truly isn't about money. It's about how many people we can reach and potentially save. So
your ambassador program, like say like they're gonna rep your line, you're gonna give them like a cut or something. Is that how that works?
So pretty much you'll apply online and then kind of share your brief testimony, and then once you're accepted, you'll get a free welcome kit, which is an exclusive Forged Collective tee, shorts, and a hat. That pretty much is your welcome kit into the collective, and then from there we'll set you up, put your testimony on video and start doing that.
And then they'll get like a link for them or something.
So they have their own login portal and everything. So you start off with 10% commission on all sales, and then as you move up through the ranks, then your commission will go up to 15% and then 20%.
How many days is that Culture Expo?
It's 1 day.
And so how many pieces of swag will you have there?
I just did the tally yesterday actually, and it's we're gonna have 694 pieces.
So like 700 pieces. That's pretty good. That's a lot of pieces.
Yeah. So we are the official apparel sponsor. To be able to have a, you know, faith-based company be the apparel sponsor for a, you know, fitness expo like this is huge for us.
I think it's gonna go well, and I think as soon as you're there, you need to lock in next year.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So
don't lose the spot.
no, not at all.
You could probably even sell the spot. I'm just kidding.
No.
No, I'm saying don't lose the spot.
No, yeah, definitely, yeah. You know, and to be honest, you know, God has put me into situations and into meeting people that I would have never met, and their guidance and support and love for me and this company is truly truly a blessing.
So you go from quitting your job, you go for all this stuff, you start a company, then you quit your job, and now God puts you in front of someone and makes you the official
apparel sponsor.
Yeah. For how many people are going to go to this thing? How many thousands of people? Do you know? Do they tell you?
I don't know, but it's double. It's double of what the size was last year, and
I mean, what do you think? Like 20,000, 50,000, 10? I don't know. A lot of people.
I would imagine somewhere at least close to 10.
Yeah, tens of thousands probably.
Yeah, so
just going in there.
That's it. It's one day from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
We have 700 pieces to sell.
That's it, and we're gonna sell out.
Yeah. I was just trying to do some math real quick, bro. You told me you're gonna make more. I feel bad. I feel like I threw out a small number.
Nah, you're good.
I'll be happy with like $5. I'm just kidding.
Last year we only did $1,000.
That's what I mean. You're gonna do like way more.
But we grew.
God is so good.
But we grew at that point. We grew our Instagram from 100 to 500 in a year.
Yeah. No, you just in these next couple of weeks, you're gonna grow 500 people.
That's what I'm saying.
1,000, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's gonna be insane.
Yeah. Like I said, like this, like money also, you know, it obviously helps, but this ain't about money for us.
It's still gonna be a good banger of a day.
Yeah.
Because you need the money to keep going.
100%.
Well, 100%. First you got to pay your bills. You're gonna be homeless.
That's true.
You don't want to be homeless, bro.
That's true.
And you got to keep buying stuff. Got to keep growing the business.
Yeah.
You know, of course, the purpose. You know, there's, you know, it's like pain and purpose, or you know, and you know, you're making it work. Some people just can't do it, bro.
Yeah.
And you're doing it.
Yeah, we're doing it.
You're gonna take over, bro. The activewear.
That's the plan.
The Culture Expo.
Mm-hmm.
AZ.
That's it. Grow God's kingdom.
Yeah. Forged in Faith, bro.
That's it. Forged in Faith.
So, I mean, where can we follow you? Where can we find you? Where are you at on Instagram?
So we're on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok right now. I'm working to get a YouTube channel going, and then also Twitter. But right now it's at Forged in Faith Apparel. And then the website is live. I redesigned the whole website. So the website's ready to go, transfer platforms. So now it's definitely a lot more user-friendly. The feedback that I had from the original, we implemented that, and now that website is
crisp,
live.
Nice and crisp.
Nice and crisp.
So you can buy stuff from the website too?
You can buy everything. Everything's on the website. It's
got like a POS system or something, whatever.
Yep, built in, everything. So just forgedinfaithapparel.com. Nice and simple. So yeah.
Dude, I love it. You guys go on his website, go buy all the swag. If you're a dude, buy your girl some swag. If you're a chick, buy your guy some swag. Follow this dude. Don't forget to follow us, like, and subscribe all of our stuff. Be blessed, guys.
Appreciate you guys, man.
Yeah.